Hey everybody, Detective Cuphead on the base. Now we're starting our Sonic theory. Now we'll be talking about the most iconic hedgehog of all time, Shadow the Hedgehog. Yeah, let's continue. So actually, if you don't know, Shadow is in fact the most shadier people of all Sonic. No joke, he's really. So let's start up with the origin. Shadow was actually created by Dr. Gerald Robotnik by the Project Shadow. Yeah, no joke, the project is normally named Shadow. And then he was mentally troubled by the death of Maria, her only friend actually, because he lived in space. Yeah. So on when so the Dr. Gerald Robotnik grandson, Dr. Ivor Robotnik, created Sonic. Yeah, so actually Sonic was a failure. Then after some time in the future, they tried to recreate a version of Shadow cloned as Silver, and then that's how it go. So actually let's start up with a theory. Now, before we start up the theory, did you know that Shadow is mentally troubled? No, I'm not just kidding. He's really mentally troubled. How will I say that? Actually, Shadow doesn't know his origin. He don't know how he come to Earth. He's actually mentally troubled by the death of Maria. Because he can't even imagine that in his past he was troubled by this. His only friend just died. And he can't even pass through. Shadow can't do anything. So actually, by the death of Maria, here's Maria actually photos, and let's continue up. So, did you know that the three, Sonic, Shadow, and Silver, are related? Yes, so actually, that's very hard to explain. But hey, Shadow is seemed to be a perfect one. Whereas Sonic the Hedgehog, this blue punk, is actually the most imperfect. Huh? So let's continue. Those three are actually perfectly related. Shadow mean the perfect, and Sonic is actually the imperfect. Silver is the most imperfect because black and white, So actually Shadow, the ultimate life form, comes from the original to blue to white, to the total inverse from Shadow. So actually we know that Shadow and Silver are kind of related, but we don't even know that Silver is the prototype of Shadow and Sonic is the most imperfect. We don't know that. We know that he's a failure, but something just escaped from our mind. If Shadow is the Project Shadow, Sonic should be the failure, but what is Silver? Silver is actually a prototype of Shadow. That's a mini theory actually, which form part of my big theory. So the trio of this would actually be the trio of death. No, just kidding. The trio of power, maybe, because Shadow is the actual proof form. So I think we may move on to a theory that just forget those two and concentrate on Shadow only. So actually we all know how Shadow was born and all that stuff, but let's now move on. The fact that always impressed. Shadow, he has a final form. This is my theory. And I'm not just kidding here. We all know that Silver has a psycho power. So actually, wait, why is Maria here? Just get up. We all know that Silver has a psychic power. So why Shadow does not have one is his prototype. Well, Dr. Gerald, just shut up. Well, the Dr. Gerald actually mental with his trouble origin. His brain can't actually figure out. It's not on the psycho form. Actually, to get the psycho power, you must actually make your brain in peace. But that's not Shadow. Shadow is purely in peace, not in peace with his brain. He don't even remember, or he don't even know what he is. But hey, and there's one thing which troubles me more than Shadow, is what actually Shadow. So Shadow pure power has been revealed. He can't be the ultimate life form if his reveal of this blue hedgehog, which is a failure. So guys, thanks for watching. Yeah, and finally, the cause that he can't do it is because of Maria.